Well, I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of the way we finished. Obviously not of the outcome tonight, but, I thought we did a lot of really good things. We played hard, and, Stanford's just a better team right now. They're worthy Pac-12 champs, and they showed why today. But, outside of a tough shooting night for us, I thought we did a lot of really good things and things that we can build on. And it was nice to see the seniors go out with a good crowd, lead somewhat competitive game, and just and an opportunity to play. So I do want to re-recognize the fans. I thought we haven't given them at times a lot to cheer about this year, but they've been there the whole time, and we've really appreciated that support.
Stanford's 1-2 punch down low and brink it very often. You guys are familiar with it, but speak to how you thought your bigs competed today.
Yeah, well, I thought Kennedy especially did a great job defensively. She was able to take, those guys one-on-one a couple of times. I don't know how many blocks they gave her, but, she did a really nice job. Those two combine on the season to average about, 37, 38 a game. So we did hold them a little bit under that, but, they're just, it's a heck of a tandem. And Cameron Brink is a phenomenal player. I voted for Pac-12 Player of the Year. I just thought, she's been the best player on the best team, and that's usually how I make those awards. And I don't know if this will be, I guess it'll be our last game in Eugene, so one way or another.
On Wednesday, what are you going to be looking to try to get out of that experience?
Well, we've got nothing to lose at this point, so we can go down and play free and easy and give it our best shot. They're a good team. After we played them in Colorado the second time, I went away thinking that was the most complete team in the conference. And then I know they went on a 4-game losing streak against some pretty good teams. Just goes to show you how good this league is. They go from ranked 3rd in the country to losing 4 in a row. We've run that gauntlet all year, but it's going to be a tough game, obviously.
So these last 4 games, the improvement that you've seen, does that give you a little more confidence that you can, compete in a game like that with a team like that?
Yeah, I thought we played really hard this weekend. We didn't have a whole lot to play for in terms of, where we could move to. But, man, I have been impressed with our players. They haven't gotten down. They continue to work hard. And so that's all we can ask, on Wednesday. We just go down and work as hard as we can and let the chips fall where they may.
How did you feel about the defensive activity tonight, specifically from Philly?
I'm sorry?
How do you feel about the defensive activity tonight, specifically from Filipina handling that down low?
Well, those guys are a load. I thought we did a pretty good job of doubling them, at times, and we created a few turnovers. But they're so quick, so good. They make that mid-range shot. It's hard to guard them one-on-one. But I thought defensively we were solid tonight. Not great, but solid.
The program still had a waiver to play in the WNIT, even if it's on the road.
I'll talk with Val, and we'll talk about that. I don't know. We haven't really discussed it much yet. So,
what would be the value in doing it or not doing it? What would be the two better?
Well, I've always been of the opinion if somebody wants you to play. But we'll see after whatever happens in Vegas, and we'll make that decision. I think we've done the necessary paperwork up to this point, but it's hard to probably justify, seeing where we are in the standings and things like that. But the Oregon brand is still a brand people want to be associated with, even though it's been a tough year. So we'll see. My guess is that whatever we end up doing in Vegas will be the end. And hopefully, if we get to Sunday, then we'll see what happens.
How confident are you in the players in this team buying in for future seasons after what has transpired?
Well, I sure hope that they do. I mean, nothing's guaranteed. I don't, I think we've had other than the win-loss record, I think our kids have enjoyed it. I think it's been a good experience for the most part. They get along. it just, it hasn't shown up in the win column. Yeah, but hopefully we do. Hopefully we keep the band together. In fact, I was watching South Carolina men today playing Florida, and I didn't realize they took last year in their conference, and now they're one of the best teams in the country. So and then I've already talked about what Oregon State did last year, and the turnaround they've made. So we just if we can keep the band together and continue to work hard, we're definitely going to have to add some pieces. There's no question about that. I think the two people that we have coming in will help us. One of which tonight has a chance to cement her legacy as maybe the greatest winner in the history of the state of Washington. She's going for a fourth straight state championship. She's been the best player on each of those teams, and so that's a great place to start, a high-level point guard like that. But we'll be active in the portal. There's no question.
Is there any part of you that thinks and feels that this might have been your last game here?
In terms of for this season?
No, for your future.
You're talking about me personally? Oh no. I think Aston answered last time you were here.
When you've taken the program to the heights that were unmatched, you, your staff, and a bevy of players who are the best who ever played here 4 and 5 years ago.
Yeah.
How does this feel to you personally as a coach to reach this point where we are now?
Yeah, well, it's been tough. Yeah, it has. It's been tough. It's been a tough season all the way around. I think just kind of a perfect storm in a lot of different ways. But, I'm confident we can get it back to be a very competitive. We're talking about the best conference in the country. And it was a tough year to have a team that wasn't quite up to the standards that we wanted. So, but our staff's going to work hard. Like I said, I think we still have a brand that people want to be a part of, and we're going to work our tails off this spring to win March and April. Those are going to be 2 important months.
Message to fans who see where the program is and should buy into your vision for what the future looks like.
Yeah, well, we've had a pretty good run here. I don't think that run's over. But, like I said, it's been a difficult season. But, like tonight, Coach Vanderveer, she's an incredible coach. The coach who's won the second most championships in the history of the league is me. She's been there 38 years. We've been here 10. We've had the deepest runs in the history of of our program. I can go through a laundry list, but the fact that we'd won 5 NCAA tournament games in the history of the program, we've won 12 in our tenure here, and that does not include one season when we had a chance to win many. So yeah, I'm disappointed as anybody, but I also know that I think we can get this back. So we just got to go out and continue to recruit, get the right kids that want to be here.